What's up guys, Sam McDaniel on YouTube again, and today I got a new video for you. This probably might not be the first time someone is doing this on YouTube, but this is the first time I'm doing this. These are the new 2019 NASCAR Diecasts. Here we have Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Auto Parts car. Here we have Kyle Larson's number 42 CreditOne car. And here we have a newcomer, Alex Bowman's number 88 Valvoline car. Now, let's get them out of the packages. Okay, so now that we've got them out of the packages, let's go ahead and look at some of the details of the diecast themselves. And of course, as usual, we'll start off in chronological order. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and look at this. This is Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 from 2019. As you can tell, it's a little different from last year's, the design-wise. In fact, let me go get his from 2018. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm back. And as I said, I have his car from last year. As you can tell on the hood, the blue, there's a little more blue on the hood and on the 2019 version. And of course, this one doesn't have the stupid glitter like what this one does. This one's kind of an ugly duckling, sort of. Yet again, it was the first type, because this was the first time Elliott ever ran the night car in the Cup Series with this paint scheme. So, yeah. I can imagine Lionel Racing got a couple things wrong, but after the couple months that he's been running that car, they got a few things right with this one, with the 2019 version. Okay, let's get that one out of the way, and let's focus on this one now. And of course, this is an Elite version, which has his last name on the back windshield. If it'll focus in, there we go. And the interior is black, like other Elite diecasts from Lionel Racing. And if you can tell, the numbers are a little off. They're not like symmetrical, but that's perfectly fine with me because I really don't care. And of course, it's got the Hendrick Motorsports logo right there. If it'll focus in on it, and my camera's not wanting to work with me right now. For this, it's gonna zoom in fine. It's got his name over the whatever you call that. I forget what you call it. Over the driver window thing. And of course, you got Valvoline on the back there, along with the number 9. And Mountain Dew right here on the crush panel. No, that's not the quarter panel. That would be the crush panel or something like that. But anyway, that is Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Auto Parts car from 2019. Now, on to the next one. And here we have Kyle Larson's number 42 CreditOne Bank car, Camaro ZL1 from 2019. As you can tell, this also is an Elite version. It kind of rolled off there. And it's got the American flag along with the 42 on the back there. Along with that, the only thing that isn't true is DC Solar. DC Solar would not be on the car today because of what happened with the CEO. And if you don't know what happened, go ahead and look on like Fox News. Look up DC Solar's CEO, and you'll see what I'm talking about. In fact, I have Larson's car from last year, and I will show you the differences from last year's to this year's. As you can tell, There's a little more blue on the car. The 2018 one had a little more white. And that was the first time CreditOne was a full-time sponsor for Chip Ganassi. They were kind of a part-time sponsor last year, or 2017, I mean. Because after Target pulled out as a sponsor, they kind of left Larson with no major sponsors, so CreditOne kind of filled in that void a little bit until they got a contract extension for last year and this year. So, yeah. But yeah, the only thing that isn't right is that DC Solar logo, because DC Solar would not be on the car anymore. Because I think they're out of business, or they've either gone bankrupt, or one of the two. But it wouldn't be on there anyway. Okay, let's get that one out of the way. Rambling on here. Okay. Still focusing on it. There we go. Okay. I'm not a big Kyle Larson fan, but I do like this paint scheme. But anyway, that is Kyle Larson's number 42 CreditOne Bank Camaro ZL1 from 2019. Now onto the final and possibly my favorite. And here we have a long-awaited diecast that I've been wanting for ever since the Bristol Night Race last year. This is Alex Bowman's number 88 Valvoline Camaro ZL1 from 2019. This is almost the exact same paint scheme from last year's Bristol Night Race during the playoffs, but I'm sure there's a couple differences, maybe. But I'm really not quite sure because there isn't a diecast out there, maybe a 124th, but there's not a 164th of this from last year's. And it is an Elite diecast, as you can see. It's got Nationwide on the trunk there, and Valvoline throughout most of the car. It kind of reminds me of Dale Jr.'s Darlington throwback from 2016, although I think Bowman drove that car because he was still, Jr. still had the concussion thing, or he was still on concussion protocol, something like that. But anyway, I don't think he ran that race, but that car that they ran, oh, I liked it. Any kind of throwback-ish paint schemes, they kind of pop out to me. It's kind of a retro thing that I really like. It's got El Lumar and Exalta on there. I'm probably not going to get his Exalta card because it's just like boring. And I think this might be the only one I'm getting for 2019. Unless they come up with a really cool version, which I possibly may or may not get. So, details on that later. Give you a possible update on that one. But, give you a view of the car one more time. And that is Alex Bowman's number 88 Valvoline Camaro ZL1 from 2019. Now, my overall opinion about these diecasts is really positive. I really like Bowman's paint scheme for this year. The Valvoline paint scheme, at least. When I first saw it for the Bristol Night Race, as I said, I really wanted it, but could never find a 1/64th of it. I found 1/24ths, but let's face it, these are cheaper. If you want to get like a color chrome 1/24th, it's gonna run you at least $90. Yeah, again, I can see why, because it's got a mesh window net, the roof flaps deploy, the trunk opens, the tires are real rubber, the engine is extremely detailed, the hood opens, obviously, and the whole thing is just very, very professional looking. Kind of like an old school, I forget who made them back in like 2007. In fact, I even have a Kevin Harvick diecast from them. I forget what the company is called, but anyway, rambling on here. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And as always, this is Sam McDaniel on YouTube signing out.